Make sure you have your audio in. Okay. Can do. Mm-hmm. All right, as we tick down to 7:30, I guess I'll just start our intro. So, welcome to Shake and Bake's F1 League. We are now on round 10 of 15 here at Monza. Probably one of the more famed tracks on the F1 calendar. It's definitely the fastest one. Times here, or average mile an hour speeds, are well over 200 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I said mile and kilometer in the same sentence. But anyways, very fast track. This is probably going to be one of the quicker races if we don't get any rain. So cross the fingers on that. But anyways, let's look at what happened last week. Last week we saw Skunk VTech basically lead flag to flag on his 5th win of the season. That now propels him to a 1 point and 2 point advantage. I can't read. 2 point over Aldifer, who did not show up last week. Midnight was able to collect a 3rd, which keeps him within striking distance of a championship battle. Austin, with another unfortunate race, puts himself in 4th. A distant 4th, 25 points behind the leader, but it is possible to make that up. In 5th, Riot 2 got his 2nd podium of the season last week, was able to finish 2nd, and if the race lasted just a little longer, could have won the race. He is now 5th in points, very comfortable gap over Deluxe Cord, who sits in 6th. Has been a consistent shower, just races haven't gone his way in the past few weeks. Let's hope it'll be different tonight. In 7th, we have Meanfern, who is within very good striking distance of Deluxe Cord. He had some late race altercations with Midnight and another driver who's coming up in this list. And he now sits 7th. He'll be looking to take that 6th place position away. He's got plenty of time to do it. In 8th, we have Hellas here. Well, he hasn't been here in the past few races, so the big question is, will he show up? In 9th, we had Maverick, and last week he was up front fighting, but a couple early wrecks eliminated his chances of winning. He now sits 9th, but he definitely has the speed to contest for higher positions. J-Max sits in 10th, had an overall quiet race, and was able to stay out of trouble, come home with a solid finish. Same with Justin in 11th. 12th in points, we have Sparky, didn't show up. Dion 13th. And 14th, Jupe. I'm not sure if he was there last week or not. I don't think he was. Elite Spec 15th. Skeppy 16th. Red Rocket Romeo in a tie for 16th. He got 6th place. Lucky dog. Spectate. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Red Rocket, he, formerly known as Apex Company, ran a quiet race as well. Came home with a P6 on his opening start. And Ferrari 994 sits 18th in points. He raced last week. You guys may know him from the IndyCar League, Shake and Bake's IndyCar League, and he was very fast. No different from last week. Was on track for a podium until late race altercations between Midnight and Meanfern put him back into P9. So we'll see what happens tonight. In practice, Ferrari basically dominated on the board with lap times. But I will say, look out for Austin this week. He's definitely got some steam, and he'll be looking to make up for what happened last week.
Definitely does have a lot of steam coming out of his head, especially after Germany is. A lot of incidents didn't go his way. Still very upset about that incident with Ferrari. Even though I didn't show up at the race, that was pretty much blown up by everyone. But either way, he definitely has the pace here today to really contend for the podium, maybe even a win.
Yeah, and another thing, the top 2 drivers in points might not show up, so we could get a first-time winner tonight. And those 2 have won every race this season except for Azerbaijan, so a new winner might be in store. But let's not get everyone's hopes up yet. We've got qualifying. It looks very sunny outside. That's a good sign for everybody except for Riot 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
The heart, the softest compound will be super softs. The medium compound for today is soft, and the harder compound are the medium tires. Go ahead.
In this qualifying session, I think we'll definitely, like every qualifying session, we're gonna have to pay attention to see who's gonna qualify, gonna start on what tire, because it definitely can change the complexion of the race in terms of strategy. Because this track also eats up your tires pretty quickly. Now that we have the super soft tires this track, I think it's definitely going to be a big factor in leading into the race.
Absolutely.
And also, a little apologies here. I'm coming off a cold. Congestion is real right now. So if I sound like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or you hear me sniffling all over the place, that's most likely why. So I do warn everyone's ears for what they're about to hear at whatever point. So here we go. But anyway, as me and Fern teleported back and forth into the pits there, it was amazing skills by him. Be coming out on track shortly. Sauber's exit. Don't count on Nomad Maverick too. Forgot to mention him. He's always been a threat for podiums and has been consistently on the podiums. From what I recall, Austria he finished third, I believe. I think he finished second in France, if I'm not mistaken. So he's an obvious contender. He's a contender in pretty much every league he's in. So don't discount him. He's a very quick driver. He might be another contender for the victory.
Yeah, unlike some of these other drivers that are going for a championship, Maverick really isn't going for a title in this league. He joined kind of late, so it's kind of a what is there to lose thing for him. And he was running very well. He was running very well at Germany in the opening laps, but I think the little bug in this game where you can turn somebody even though you don't even touch them happened, and that's what Austin did to Maverick. And after a couple incidents, Maverick ultimately DNF'd out of the race. Only race so far this season he didn't get on the podium, so we'll see if that streak is continued or broken. And hopefully that streak will keep going and continue to get podium finishes, and maybe.
I'm going to be going on board with him right now and take you through a lap in Monza, as he's already exited the first chicane. Now going through Curva Grande right now, hugging the inside, reaching the end of the first section. Now going through De La Rogia, breaking down in between in 125 meters before using third gear. Careful when he exited the chicane. It's very good. That's pretty much his lap almost over essentially, but he's still going to keep going, trying to make sure he hits the lap on board. Goes very wide at lap number 1, and that's for sure not a lap to put him on provisional pole. But he's going to keep going anyway. Now going through lap number 2, second DRS straight. Going underneath the old circuit right now. And in the second sector split. Going into Ascari. I think he may have cut that corner a little bit, but he's still going to go anyway. Now exiting Ascari and going through this long penultimate straight here. That really should be, that could technically be another DRS straight, but that isn't the case here at Monza. Now going through Parabolica, a very, very famous corner on the circuit, and very famous corner in general in motorsports. As he's going to race towards the line. That lap was indeed invalidated. Well, that is the Autodromo Internationale de Monza.
Thank you for the lap introduction, Lucky Dog. And we have Ferrari not on pole with a 1:20.4. I said don't count him out. He's definitely living up to the hype. He's got a knack for open wheel cars.
That is true, as actually, that Maverick spun it at the exit very easy to do. Seemingly around these kind of circuits where there's a lot of chicanes, and this is going to be definitely an obvious statement, so don't, shoot me when I say this, but traction zones are very huge. It really, and he has done something really stupid there. The Maverick, he didn't really care. He was just going on his in lap and decided he was going to cut the chicane for fun, but then he gassed it way too hard and crashed himself out. So that's him starting last. And Paul was a very poor decision there by Maverick. However, he still got the race. It's not the end of the world. That was a pretty poor decision on his part. But as I was saying, the circuit is just very reliant on making sure that you have the best rear grip possible, but you gotta balance that out with aerodynamics, because this track, and oh my, I think we have Dion that is spun backwards between the Lesmos. He's backing up there. He's on his way now. Oh man, he hits the styrofoam barrier. He had one job, he did a Stephen Walls there. Yep. Anyway, I mean, as these drivers continue to interrupt me, but pretty much just, it's so, there's like, especially Ascari, when I watch Dion here, he's just going through Ascari, this, oh, look at this, there's a left, you have a look, oh, he's gonna go off the track a bit there, he's gonna do some gardening there inside, yep, there you go. It's not where the Pope is, but anyway, it's just a very long right, then a left again, it's just this very fast sequence of corners, and you gotta make sure that you have the front end grip, but also the rear end grip, but sometimes if you have your ballast too high, the rear end of the car is gonna slide out, same thing with aerodynamics, too low, you're gonna slide out. It's all about balance. It's making sure that you have the... It's more about comfort, in a way, when you're racing, but qualifying, make sure you have pretty much no aerodynamics, but that's going to be very difficult in the race. Let's say that
I
was...
don't think you guys caught up. I don't know if y'all caught it on Tactical Austin. And Justin gets a 5-place group down there. Interesting. Anyways,
yeah,
a little bit of a flashback to Senna 89 at Suzuka, where he basically went through the cones at the chicane. Tactical Austin did that a couple minutes ago at turn 1. So that just tells you how difficult it is to nail this track. Even though there aren't as many challenging turns, we do have a lot of chicanes, and those can provide a challenge in themselves.
Yeah, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of people be going through those styrofoam barriers. Well, there's styrofoam plates, I guess you could say. I don't know, it's really too sure. But this track, it's kind of a mix of everything. It's challenging. It's famous for a reason, and brakes are very important, and especially the first chicane is wide too. Oh my goodness! I don't know if he saw that too. But he just almost lost it on Ascari. Especially when in the first sector, brakes are especially important because you go from being at over 220 miles per hour down to 50 miles per hour in one braking zone in 150 meters. So, you know, you gotta have that brake power, and sometimes people can completely misjudge it, brake a little too late, and be off. And much time and lose in many places, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of that in the race. Maybe not a lot, but you'll be seeing someone at least do it.
See Ferrari not out on track right now. Currently has the fastest lap by half a second. And he is coming up on a Red Bull. Coming up on Tactical Austin. These two had a little bit of bad blood last week at Germany. So we'll see what happens here.
Okay. Is he on a lap or something?
Oh!
Well, that was a bit odd. I didn't quite see. Ferrari was on a lap, right? It didn't say he was on an outlap or anything, correct? That is all it is. Yeah, that is a bit immature there by Austin. I don't really think that was appropriate. Albeit Ferrari could have done a better job controlling the car. I think in my opinion it wasn't 100% Austin's fault. It wasn't Austin's, totally his fault for Ferrari spinning out. But I think Austin should have yielded there, unless he overreacted again and did a little payback. I'm not 100% sure, but it was a interesting interaction we had there in qualifying. I mean, this whole qualifying session so far has been pretty electric, I guess, so far. A lot of stuff happening. And we've been witnessing it all. This is a good start, so we're getting good at this. Yeah, for sure. A little butter there in the middle, too. I think that would help. Put the butter through the straw. Perfect.
Or since this is Italy, get your spaghetti out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Make sure you don't lose your spaghetti. And I think Maverick was one that lost his spaghetti in Della Rosia. Anyway, there's Austin on his lap. Now we're gonna see what he's able to do. Keeping it in 6th gear. Oh, that's a wrong gear. Oh, he saves it. Very good save there. I was gonna say 6th gear is not the right gear to be taken to the Lesmo 1. I would use 5th, no more than that. More than less, maybe 4th if you have to, but 6 is a bit too high, and he made a mistake, went wide, and hit the gravel, and that's his run over. And Riz at Midnight now is yep, P2. I just saw that. Yep. So it seems like he's starting to pick up the pace in qualifying.
Now this championship has really begun to open up for Midnight, because if the top two don't show up, he's got a wide open mirror. Wide open mirror. Well, let's just say he controls his own destiny going into this race. Oh, and Mean Fern almost lost it back there.
That wouldn't be a mirror then, I think, but I know what you mean, though, yeah. So I think in this race, in order to retake the championship lead, he needs Austin not to win the race and 8th or better, yeah. In order to have the championship lead and have that that psychological advantage going into the next race. And I'm gonna check and see what it is actually. You keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna check and see the next races.
I'm pretty sure it's either, I think we keep going on the European swing with Spain or Russia, and then we hit to Singapore, and then the US and Brazil. Pretty sure. I know the final two races.
I'll check that.
Yeah. Mean Fern rounds the final corner. We'll see if he's able to improve on his lap. That puts him up into second place with a 120.7.
Sorry, hold up. I need to find his schedule. There it is. No, it's not. I lost it. Here. I don't know how to work this thing. There it is. Alright, yeah, we're going to Spain after this. So he'll have,
Bueno.
Midnight performs really well here. He'll have that psychological advantage going into Spain. There you go, fill in the blank.
You go from one track to another, two completely different tracks. Italy. This track is probably the most high-speed track on the calendar, and you really want to work with a higher top speed base setup and downforce. And then you go to Spain, it's completely the opposite. Like, it's two tracks that are opposite, mirroring each other going into week's race, and it's really going to see who can wrap out the rest of the season, and possibly it gives us a good, as J-Mac almost loses it, nice save by him. But anyways, it's going to give us a good representation of what to see at Russia. Mean Fern goes to the top.
I was watching it.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, I was watching him on the lap there. He was up on his Delta, and there we go, up in the P1 at the moment, though. The first place so far. We got 5 minutes left. There's plenty of people waiting for their final runs. And I think that was on his second lap too. Mean Fern that was. I think his, unless I'm mistaken, but it's a pretty good lap for him so far. Now he's gonna go back into pits, get a new set, and he'll be good to go. Hopefully, maybe. Lap right there, but we'll see.
So Austin's on his lap right now. Let's see if he can improve. He only needs to improve a 10th to get up to third, but he needs about 6.5 to take the pole.
First sector really wasn't that great. It was a 26.5. It fell a little over half a second slower. I think, or am I mixing up the sector? I'm not 100% sure, but 26.12 that is. Now going through the back straight, heading towards Ascari. 26.5. I don't think this is going to be that great of a lap. I think it's only going to be able to goes pretty wide. It keeps full momentum though. Doesn't spin out. Heading towards Parabolic now. This is a very crucial corner to end your lap. You gotta be sure you get the exit right. He has not done that at all. He's gone very wide. And once you hit that green, you're pretty much just gonna say goodbye to your lap, essentially. Just as soon as you hit it, your car just starts to slide in your way, just throws you off circuit.
I think that might be his qualifying done.
I think so too. But Midnight now on his lap.
Next 3 minutes. Midnight showing some qualifying prowess. You don't see that often from him, but he's going for it now.
I think he realizes it's go time now. He's got a wide open gap for him to take the lead in the championship. May as well give it all he's got now. The thing about Midnight is he's a very nice, neat and tidy driver, not like the rest of everyone else, where he's just use all the track sliding out. He's like crossbow. He doesn't do anything too erratic. Just keeps the car on the track. Just make sure that he gets the job done in a neat and tidy fashion. Nothing too spectacular. Here he goes, racing up towards the line. What's the stuff going to be? 20.6.
He gets third place back because Deluxe Cord and Ryotu both were able to go better. Now they're up to 4th and 5th, so Austin has fallen down to P6. So he'll be starting a lot further behind than I think he wanted to.
We got about a little under 2 minutes left, unless he's on the lap. We're gonna have to check and see. I think he's getting ready to start one, actually. But Ferrarina on an out lap. I think Ferrarina's getting ready for a lap right now. And it doesn't even look like Meanfern's going to be going out soon. He's been in the pits. I think he's calling it quits, because if he comes out now, he's going to need to do...
He's rolling. I think he'll make it. He'll make it.
Then.
He'll make it.
No, he'll make it, yeah, but that is a very tactical call there by Meanfern. And I forgot how to pronounce his word, tactical. That's great. Anyway, let's go on board of Ferrarina. Gonna wait down in the second here. Getting a lot of curb, both right and the left. Get a nice clean exit. Heading to Curve Grande once again. Easy flat. Trying to keep a nice and neat line. He's moving around a little bit. 100% clean. Now fourth gear to De La Rogia. Does a good job with the throttle, making sure it's not too messy. Now through Lesmo 2, keeps it in 5th gear, hits the curve very nicely, both on the entrance and exit. DRS wide open now. All the way up to 8th gear, will be hitting over 215 miles per hour. Go to 16 there on that straightaway. We had to back out of it a little bit in the Ascari. Gonna use a bit more curve, but he started to understeer off. This is still looking like a pretty good lap for him though. Racing towards Parabolica. Oh, he goes wide. He goes wide of Parabolica. Was he better his lap though? He has a shorter line.
He has it.
20 dead. That 20 dead is not provisional pole so far, but we have Meanfern, who has just started his lap now.
Oh, he's already behind. A 26.6.
Yeah, we didn't see his first corner there, so we don't know if that was any good or not. Went a little wide to Lesmo 2, not going... Probably could have used a little more speed through that... Sorry, Lesmo 2. I think I said Lesmo 2 was Lesmo 1. I mixed my Lesmo up. That's pretty bad. Anyway. Going through Ascari. A little wide here there. No, that's pretty nice though. Racing now, he's going to Parabolica. Can he hit it right? Unlike Ferrarina, he does. Just nips the green a little bit, racing towards the line. It's going to be a 19.
And he got it!
It is a 19-8.
Ferrarina's still going to have it. He's up on his time. He's up on his time.
Oh, Ferrarina's on his time now. He's doing a second lap. Oh, he goes a little wide. This could be pole right here. He hits it very nicely.
Go at the line.
No, it's not. I think he did worse this time. He's put himself in a little bit of a hole too, because he did 2 laps on the same set of tires. So that's not going to be helping him too much. Damn, man, that was a close qualifying session.
Another.
I got a cough. Hold up.
We have a last second battle for pole, and it's going to end with the Sauber topping the Williams for pole. Yeah, you never thought you would hear that at the start of 2018. Midnight sits 3rd, Deluxe Cord and Riot 4th and 5th. Austin 6th, J-Max 7th, Justin with a penalty. He'll start in 10th. Dion will start 8th, and Maverick, who did not set a time, will be starting in 9th. He's got his work cut out for him, but he's done it before. He'll do it again.
Yes, that is right. Yeah, looking through the time there, we only got 10 people here today, but I still think it'll be a very good race. Everyone will be getting points. That's a plus. But I think we're in for a good race here. I can feel it in my bones right now. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Oh.
And it's gonna be even better now that it's raining. Okay, so
Oh
that makes
my God.
so that makes a lot of sense why people are on the super softs. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just thought that was the typical strategy. Now that makes a lot of sense. Here we go.
Climate change is real, guys. I think we've had more races that had rain than not. So.
And I like that. I like the racing in the rain. That provides the best entertainment, in my opinion.
Yeah, last week we probably had one of the best races of the season. A lot of chaos, but at the same time, a lot of close fighting. So, this week, although there's no DRS zones, I would not expect anything different.
Yeah, no, I think we'll be expecting a lot of people overshooting the first lap. Potentially, if these guys are not patient. But hey, we're gonna have to wait and see real shortly.
Here we go. 5 red lights are out, and the race is underway. Smooth start by the 10 drivers. Right now, it looks like Greenberg gets to the good jump.
Fantastic.
Deluxe Cord, great start to the inside for second place as they all come flying into turn 1. Ferrari not overshoot.
Ferrari overshooting the corner and hit him off. He's got a 3-second time penalty. Oh,
has lost it. Oh, and Maverick. Oh.
I told you someone was going to overshoot, and he did. Who, but he did. Oh, man, he's really messed up. There goes Deluxe Cord. Inside does the
Deluxe Cord is in the lead.
He did a Schumacher move on Ferrari. Fantastic scenes for the Toro Rosso driver. This is great. This is what I want to see.
Oh, and Maverick and Justin maybe contact in the back. I think there's a little bit of bad blood between those two.
This is in third right here. We got Wyatt picking up where he left off in Germany. Now back into places. Oh, it's Risen Midnight.
The entry.
Midnight is right on his tail. That is right too.
Oh man, Maverick is having
a nightmare right now. It's 10 seconds of penalty
early
so far. Yeah.
Crazy scenes on the opening lap of this race. The Lux Cord, known as the aggressor, didn't have to do anything aggressive this time. He's already in the lead, repping Toro Rosso. But now here comes Ferrari. Now he's going to use that slipstream, and he might go out there and try to make a move. But now I don't think it's a good time. He already has a penalty, so he's going to have to be careful with that.
Yeah, he did that to himself,
oh, and
though.
somebody... Oh, Midnight has been disqualified.
No, that's Maverick disqualified. And I think a safety car out. Is there? I don't know. I saw both patch drivers slowing down massively.
I think J-Mac was trying to dodge the, what's it called? The ghost. Oh, and Ferrari Nut! Woo. Ferrari Nut got snappy off the first Lesmo.
Oh, they hit! You can see that. They just hit the first safety car. Oh, I think Ferrari got damage. I think Raiju might have damage.
The Raiju's got damage for sure. Wow.
Deluxe Core may have just slowed down a bit. Ferrari didn't see it, and it just caused a stack up. I can't quite see if Ferrari's got anything. I think he does. I think Ferrari does have some damage. Yes, left front end plate.
Oh, maybe not.
He's pounding the back of him under virtual state. Pretty aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're back under white right now. We're under green flag racing now. Oh, man, just squeezed it under Parabolica.
Midnight has to pit for the stop and go.
Oh, did they get a stop and go? Well,
yeah, it was one of them who got a stop and go.
Alright, it must have been him then. I can see that pop up. There were so many things popping up under below. I just did not pay attention to that.
Midnight already having to place a wing on struggles for the expected championship leader, but now Ferrari Nut, he's going to try to make this lead pass happen in the next few laps.
I can't even see it on his onboard if he does. Like, if I'm not if I'm like thinking I'm wrong or something, or because his halo is so massive, I can't even see his front wing. I mean, I can't really see. I think he does have a bit of minor damage though. The thing I love about this wet racing, yeah, the thing I love about wet racing is it's actual real racing. We don't have to use any of those DRS gimmicks that we do in a dry. It's pure overtaking, pure racing right now. Don't have to worry about whether or not you're a second behind the guy. It's all about pure pace. Well, some of it, I mean, we have ERS, but still, don't have to really think that so much in your conscience as much. That's what we're seeing here. Dox Corp keeping him behind. He doesn't really have to defend as much, doesn't it? It's not a ridiculous joke that he has to do erratic moves like that. But anyway, still doing a really good job out in front. Farnet's just overshooting that first chicane every single time.
Good lap.
Yep.
Oh. We have a battle for first, we have a battle for second, we have a battle for fourth.
Yeah, there's a lot going on so far in this race. I'm gonna battle for the lead right now. That's looking pretty tight so far. Yeah, it still is pretty tight. These two are they're starting to stretch their gap on Raitu so far. It looks like Ferrari is just overdriving it into every single corner. I don't know if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, but he's just pushing a little too hard right now.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there. Wide. This battle for fourth, though. Austin's going to go to the left here. This could be his open shot to get back in the championship if Midnight continues to hold in ninth place. Austin looking to the left here, trying to make the pass. He should have the run on exit. They're going to hold steady, though. And Austin's going to get him? Not yet.
No,
side draft, question mark?
Yeah, this is real racing right here. No DRS to help. This is fantastic stuff. There goes Meanford up the inside. Can Austin do an undercut? No, not quite. Meanford does a great job to the corner. And
Ferrari that is messed up. Exit of turn one. Oh, more problems for Williams driver.
In the Curva Grande, too, of all places.
Well.
I'm telling you, he's overdriving the corners way too much right now. There he is right now in front of Meanford, leading him.
He's gonna let Meanford by.
That was close. I want to see how he's gonna react here of Austin. Austin ruined one of his laps before. Yeah. See how he's gonna react if he still even remembers what he's talking to. You know what even happened in qualifying. That's his race for the win, seemingly over his Austin. Wow, overshoots it there. Oh my goodness. I don't know if he was gonna try and take him out there or something, but that was a failed attempt if he were to. So I don't even know. I think he just overshot the corner there.
I would, but mixer streaming don't let me.
And I think that's going to be. Yeah, Raitu not making a pace. Brian is in the pits. That's pretty much his
tragic
race for the win over. Now Deluxe Sports.
He'll be back there with Midnight, I would presume.
Yeah, actually, Raitu doing this with a chipped wing, so even more impressive right now.
Now the question is, does Raitu keep this up, or does he try to change that wing because he would lose 5-6 seconds? And we haven't.
With the pace he's got, I would say no. I mean, this is like one of those difficult situations where you have pretty good pace to contend with a broken wing, but do you change it or do you not? It's like very, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, watching the race, I would say no, but if I'm in the race car, I still kind of want to say someone has that bit of more advantage, but I don't know, I don't really want to say too much, I don't want to, like, influence his decision here. Sorry, he is closing in on Deluxe Cord slightly, he's also a little bit there, but yeah, look at Deluxe Cord, he's all over the place, he's a little, I don't know if his nerves or if he's just, uncomfortable with the car, but definitely having a messy race so far.
Oh, and Dion has spun off a Lesmo too, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Safety car is out. Now this could be the perfect time. And Raitu's gonna stay out. I would say this would be the perfect time for him to pit. Mean Fern gets a stop and go.
I think they. Oh my goodness! Raitu almost hits Deluxe. I think they're making the right move here. I think if they, want to think long term, I think stay now is the best. And they're passing the safety car here, unless they're supposed to. I'm not sure about that. Okay. Are they supposed to be passing?
I think it may have been because it came out in the lap. Like,
okay, that's what I thought. I was going to say.
They were off the final turn when it called.
Right, okay. So, just making sure, because the safety car was going pretty quick at one point, so I thought it was, I don't know. But I think they made the right move. Nobody crashed in the safety car. I think they made the right move here, because I think, I think he's just burning out his tires, getting a lump or something. But now they'd have to do quite a. I mean, I think this is going to be a one-stopper. But then again, I don't know how the weather's going to change. Well, I think they make the right move here. I think if they want to do an easy one-stop, hit when they need to. And, we have some extra laps for them to cool it a little later and have a last dash to the finish.
I love how this race has sort of developed over the past, I would say, 15 minutes. You had the two contenders not show up, and then Maverick's unfortunate events. I mean, he's genuinely the ones that compete with the front two. And then Mean Fern also with his speeding penalty, and Ferrari now with his struggle. It could be very
Deluxe Cord.
Could be very interesting. Deluxe Cord in, so now J-Mac is going to inherit the front position. Austin's going to stay out. He'll take second.
Raitu stayed out. Only Deluxe Cord pit. Because he came out of Parabolica.
I do think Deluxe Core will come out third. So
yeah, he will comfortably too.
That's a good steal for him. So now he will not have to worry about. I don't know. I think Raitu should have came in, especially. But
I don't know.
We'll see what happens. We'll see.
We'll see. It's still pretty early in the race. I think. I don't know. I honestly don't really know because it's wet race. It's wet. It's intermediate conditions. I'm not really too sure how this one pan out. It's very difficult. I'm trying to get my driver mind right now. It's kind of difficult, this situation when the safety car comes out in variable conditions. So I'm just gonna let the race tell the story itself. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything too. I'm not gonna come up with a crazy conclusion and sound so stupid. I think I'm just gonna let this one pan out. But what I will say is that Deluxe Cord will have fresher tires. But the thing is, I don't know how beneficial those fresh tires are going to be.
So we'll see when the safety car pulls in. It'll probably be next time by. Maybe a little later, especially since on a couple stragglers. But Raitu up in the lead. Austin in second. Deluxe Cord third. Mean Form already he does have a stop and go to serve, but he's in fourth. J-Mac up in fifth. Midnight and Ferrari, not even with their struggles, are now sixth and seventh. Justin is running 8th, and Dion is in 9th. So that is your field right now. If the points were to hold, Midnight would have a 7-point advantage over Aldifer. Or not Aldifer, VTEC. And then 9 over.
Right.
So this race, Every race that we have nowadays just tightens the...
Actually, I think that would be a 5-point advantage.
Will be 5. I was thinking he gets 10 points or something. I think I was taking the Meanfern thing.
Yeah,
Stop and go. We'll see. We're gonna have a lot of questions to be answered on this restart. Riot 2 got that broken piece. Will he be able to hold off the rest of the pack? Will fresh tires prevail in rainy conditions? And will we see some of these top front-runner drivers like Midnight and Ferrari drive their way from the mid-pack and drive towards the front?
Well, Riot 2, I think,
Safety
has
car
the
becoming-
fastest. I think that he has the fastest lap still, even with that chipped wing, so he's doing a pretty good job for himself. I was gonna say Dogsport was getting a little too close to Austin there, but now he's kind of backed off a little bit. He was getting a little too close behind Austin. I was like, oh man, don't do that. Don't wreck it. He's good now.
I think we're going another lap.
Yeah, we're going another lap. The lights are still on. I'm struggling right now. My nose is so... The rain is not helping at all. Because it feels like there's an absolute waterfall inside my nose right now. It is agony. It is really bad right now. I just want to, like, snip it all up inside, but I'll be my mic to do that. It's just... I can't even. I'm gonna throw hands right now. It's that bad.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. When he throws hands, you know something's wrong.
I'm gonna throw hands, yep. Something is wrong. Yep.
Throw some hands.
Oh man, that was not okay. Yeah. I would blow my nose, but that would take quite a while because there's a lot. Anyway. Oh my goodness, he's crashed! He has! No way!
Oh, and Austin gets a stop and go! Oh
See,
no.
before he was, you know, keeping a little color steady back up, then that is all bizarre. I didn't think that was enough to get a wheel off. Well, that is.
Well, now. Second and third all have to have stop and goes, and J-Mac is going to cycle out in second. If
I don't even think they
penalties do
have
get
to.
served.
They don't really have to start their time, their pass goes though, because they could safety cars from coming in those lap. I think they can still stay on track, but that'll be in time. So I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have to do another pit stop again. I think Austin needs another pit stop. Meanfern, don't know if he pit already. I'm gonna check the detail out and see if that shows anything. Yeah, no, Austin's gonna need to pit again, so he's gonna have to do that stop and go. Meanfern, if he can get the tires to the end, he won't have to. We're gonna be going.
Here we go. Riot 2 rounds the final corner. Green flag, boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing again here in Italy. Good start by Riot 2, and we have a little bit of a battle going on for third. J-Mac's going to be in the prime position to try to take that position away. Meanfern goes to the inside. Midnight's going to be looking contact between the Ferrari teammates.
No, that was Justin. That was Midnight for some reason. No,
oh,
that
Justin
is.
And Meanfern is up in the second, so great start by him. And Midnight having issues.
Midnight, that's not what you want to do to get me with the championship lead. I cannot speak
Oh,
there.
and Meanfern cut that section. He slows down, no penalty. Fire, no harm, no foul.
I'm gonna check and see if Midnight's got any damage. I think he's good. Yeah, he's good. Wow, that was lucky. Bumped hit the wall. I thought he was done there.
Now he's gonna have to drive himself back up.
He should have easy pickings on Dion, in my opinion. There we go. Wow, look at how much he goes on Escari. Inside. That one to join the commentary box again. If he wants to, anytime, I'm kidding. Alright, there goes up the inside now, Dion. That move is pretty easy. There he goes, up to P6 already. That's Ferrari that now takes P5 away from J-Mac. So Ferrari that's going to be on the move.
Oh. Great, we're lagging. Cool.
Oh, we are?
I am. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. Okay, I thought I wasn't speaking right now. But anyway, I think we might have a battle for the lead coming shortly. I think Meanford's starting to slowly close in on Ride 2.
Tires might be making a difference.
Yeah, they might be, and also that front wing too. As you can see how much speed, like from this camera angle, where you can see that Meanford's carrying more speed to Desmond 2 than Ride 2 is. Now look at how much he gained with the braking though. He's able to use so much more road on the track. He's definitely going to be on the chart. Now he's looking hungry to get that position already. Still right behind him going through Parabolica. That's going to be all up to him to make sure he gets a great exit. Yeah, he's got a pretty decent exit actually. Move already up the inside. He's going to go in the toe. That's the fastest lap whilst he's at it. And here he goes side by side. Well, not anymore. Actually, move done. And up into the lead goes Meanford. And we got a battle for P3 and P4.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, this is what we wanted to see. This is what we wanted to see. These two had a little altercation last week. Now things can happen again. Oh man, Ferrari now really getting racy now with Austin.
Understandably so, he's going to peek to the left.
Pretty well.
J-Mac in the distance.
There he goes. They're going to go side by side. There's
More
contact. There's no contact. And he...
Oh,
man. I don't know about that, Austin. That was pretty aggressive there. I wasn't a little uncalled for.
Yeah. Ferrari, that was basically in the good one. Oh my, I'm lagging. Fantastic.
Yeah. The thing I find, I'm gonna say this here, Risen Knight is the Kimi Räikkönen of this. Seems to miss every single thing that happens, and like nothing ever happened. And like whenever there's something big happening, he always somehow escapes it. I don't know why. He's an ice cool attitude about him when he's racing. I find it kind of funny to be honest. It's just it's brilliant.
He's gonna make his pit stop.
Yeah, there he goes.
Early, but I think
pits now.
Right call.
I think that's the right call. Yeah, I think right dab smack in the middle. There we go.
And they're gonna replace the win.
Set of inters. Place go.
Well, the good news is, if everyone does have to come in again, he's not gonna have to worry about them because they're gonna need to serve the stop and go. Right now, he's out in P8.
Yeah, I'm also trying to... Right, Austin will need to start his time stop go. Meanford, let me check actually, hold on, you keep going. I'm going to check the penalties actually. Because I know Ferrari still got that 3-second time penalty.
Meanford's got to stop and go, you know that.
I think Meanford would still win in this case if the gap stays as is.
Sorry, I'm not.
Let's say so far this season. Yeah, no, that's fine. So I was going to say so far this season, Rise has really improved. I mean, he's definitely showed his techniques in the rain. Doing a very good job in the adverse conditions, and has been improving a lot throughout the whole season. It's been doing a really good job. Shout out to him. He's been doing fantastic this race and a star so far. There's a Meanford.
Austin is in.
Ferrari not such a fast lap now, so these two are going to have a little battle for fastest lap on the looks of things. They're only about 2/10 separated in terms of fastest lap. Yep, there goes Austin serving his stop-go. A front wing change, too. May have been involved with him and Ferrari, not by the looks of things. Exiting the pits now.
And he's gonna come up really far behind.
Oh, last. Yeah, pretty far.
Oh, and Justin.
Double whammy.
Oh yeah, he won to turn one just a little.
Just a little too much. There we go. Now J-Mac now up in the P3. Good result for him, and we got Risen Midnight in P4.
These guys are making moves right now.
You know, if I were Midnight, I'd say it's go time now. If anything else, I'd go full blast. This is gonna get a podium. He hasn't had a podium in quite a long time, believe it or not. And it's a perfect opportunity for him to really get some good points on the front too.
Fern fastest, Ferrari not fastest.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing that a lot this race. I think the conditions may be changing a bit actually. As Midnight goes into the pits right now, I'm probably assuming another set of interns. I mean, what else would it be? Couldn't be dries. There he goes, another set of intermediate tires from Midnight.
Now the question is, where's he coming out in terms of him and Riot too?
Alright, he's gonna get him easy right here.
And Riot
there you
too.
go. Wow, that's that part.
Oh!
Yeah.
Watch out, boys. The Scott is coming.
He is, but I mean, he's gonna need a little bit of. He's gonna need another safety car to help the strategy. I just saw he cut the corner there. Yep. Anyway. Gonna need a little luck with the safety car, I think, in order to catch him up to them. I think 30 seconds is a little insane to make up in 11 laps. So I think he's gonna need, what's the word? He's gonna need a lot of rabbit's feet inside his car. I don't know what I was saying. He's gonna need a rabbit's foot inside his car, and then more and more rabbit's foot inside his car. I think that's rabbit feet. I don't know. It did not sound good when I said that. It's just, no one knew what I was talking about. And anyway, they still don't know what I'm talking about because I can't speak normally right now. Anyway, there goes Meanford now at the fast stop of the race.
Don't know what happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Meanford definitely seemingly had a really good lap there. He gained quite a bit on Ferrari nut. A notable Dion dub is now actually in P4. So far, so a good result by him. I think that'll be his new personal best finish for him. I think his best was a 5th in Russia last season. If I'm mistaken, maybe 6th. I don't remember, but I think a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, both Haas drivers are running well. 3rd and 4th. This will be a great day for the team out of, I want to say Concord, North Carolina, maybe Charlotte. But overall,
in the Carolinas.
Yeah, in North Carolina. No, not the North Carolina. I'm sorry for all you South Carolina people, but back away. Anyways, my little rant. We're going to go through the mid-race break sponsored by Fly Emirates because I just saw the banner. First, we have Meanford, who is running a great race like he has basically every time we've seen him out on track, trying to avenge his teammates' early struggles and take home the checkered flag. In second, we have 34. He's currently sitting basically in a boat of his own, 5 seconds behind and 5 seconds ahead. He's just gonna try to hold on. Maybe there's a little bit left in the tank for him, but overall, still a very good day in the Williams camp for him. In third, we have J-Mac, who just came down pit road. I think, if I do remember correctly, he did come in under safety car. So
that makes me think now the McMeanford and Ferrari are going to be going in under safety car now. That's interesting.
And we have Dion, who looks like will inherit third. He's had a pretty good day for his standards, sitting in P3 right now. He's going to be under fire from Riot too, but nonetheless, Dion's had a very clean day. Has been able to keep himself from all the chaos and is right now running third. We'll see how he and Riot 2 manage this battle though, because I don't think this is going to last less than 2 corners, and maybe it will. Raitu will go by.
Ah.
He's going to take third. Raitu now sits a full 30 seconds behind the leader. I don't know how much he can make from a pit stop. But Raiatu's got some stuff to do if he wants to go out there and get his first win. But nonetheless, he's sitting in third. I think the top two will have to pit. So overall, a good day. And he'll be just looking to further increase his chances of getting that win. In fifth, we have Risen Midnight. Early struggles for him. He's been able to come back nicely. He'll be working for fourth, and as of now, he will definitely be the points leader. If the positions hold as they are, he will be 7 points ahead. This time I got it right. 7 points ahead. In sixth, thank you. In sixth, we have J-Mac just came in for a stop, so I don't think he'll be losing any time from here on out, positional-wise. He's having one of his better races of the year, so that's always great to see from the old Texan. See if he can improve from here on out in the next 9 laps. In seventh, we have Tactical Austin, and just another race of misfortunate luck. Getting caught up in a couple incidents, intentionally and unintentionally, puts him in P7. He definitely can make up some positions from here on out, but right now it's not looking very good for him. And then Justin, sort of the same story, but this time he's just not, he's been caught up in incidents that aren't his fault. Just unlucky for him. Almost won Eldora a couple days ago. Had that intense battle with J-Mac, and it's kind of not really the best way to end the week for the 24 Ferrari team. Definitely has time to make something up, but he's very likely going to need a safety car to accomplish that. But anyways, that is your through the field. As I say that, Meanfern comes in, so this will be the ultimate test to see where he comes out on track.
Especially since he's got a stop go now.
Ferrari not.
No, he doesn't. Wait, does he? Ah, he does. He does. Alright. Oh, he didn't reverse there. I was a little confused. There you go.
See where they come out on track. Remember, Raitu does have 3
Where's
extra
Raitu
seconds added on.
out?
I think Meanfern is going to hold out ahead.
Oh, it's gonna be a little close. No, I think he's got it. He's got it pretty good there. So, potential provisional lead now for Meanford.
We've seen this before from Ferrari now. Trying to basically save the whole race. Last week, he tried to no-stop it. So, maybe the same from this week.
Well, it looks at things. It looks like Taiwan is a pretty big issue at this track. I maybe have been a little wrong here. So, and that tends to be more common in intermediate conditions. Those tires tend to wear out a little more. So I think Ferrari could do it, but who knows? It's going to be a very difficult feat for him to accomplish, since he's going to stay out.
There is your tire wear status. Ferrari Nut is at 15 laps. So it's going to be an uphill battle from here. Let's see if he can go 20 plus laps. These final few parts of the race. This is his second start, and if he wins this race, it's definitely going to be uplifting from the old Williams camp. And he's got...
Yep, no doubt about it.
He's got 23 seconds to give in the next 6.5 laps. So...
Yeah, and I don't even think, I don't know. I think the pit delta is like 30 seconds. I think he'd lose the lead to Meanfern, actually.
Yes,
and Meanfern would... He is gaining quite a bit of time on Ferrari now, so I think Ferrari is probably just going to stay out. But then again, we don't know, because he's racing out there, so you never know. We'll find that out pretty shortly. But I don't know. That's risky, though. I don't know. 20 laps with inters, I think that's almost certain puncture. But we'll have to, it isn't over until it ain't over till it's over. This is the motto that people say. I think that's going to be something that we'll be referring to a lot here at Monza. He's still going to stay out on track. The Meafern gained a second in that final sector, so not enough to catch him on track, but enough for him to eat away pit delta on Ferrari if Ferrari were to pit.
Speaking of tire punctures with intermediates, you know quite a bit about that. Flashback to Brazil, season 1, a last lap puncture. Had an exciting finish on hold between you and Tactical Austin. He crossed the line first, but with the time penalty, you were able to win. I think it was 11 in a row. And you told me that when you crossed the line, you basically felt like a drained poodle.
Did I really say that? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Wow. That's a new one. I don't even remember. I'm proud of myself. It's good. That was a really tough race there. That was on dry tires too. It was changeable conditions, but it wasn't enough for inters yet, as Duke and his teammate Kev demonstrated. I ended up lapping them in that race because those inters were so bad. So I was on pretty old softs, and turn 1 they got a puncture and I had full lap of them. And that had to be one of the hardest things I've had to do in my whole life, because once you get a puncture, it is almost impossible to drive with. Like, with, you know, not even pushing, trying to keep the car is a challenge of its own. Let me tell you, that was not easy at all. But somehow made it work. And yeah, that was my 11th win in a row at that time, and I was very proud. It's pretty good to win in Brazil again.
Ferrari Nut's got to hold on for about a little under 5 laps. We'll see if he can take it home. I mean, at the beginning, or towards the beginning, we thought that he was basically ruled out of a chance of winning with the front wing damage that he got. I think it was after the first chicane. He lost control of the car, but he's been able to fix it, and he's running up front, trying to hold it strong. We'll see if he can hang on. He's going all or nothing, just like last week, but definitely be hoping that the thing from last week doesn't happen again.
Yeah, it's for sure. Doing a very great job, actually. He might actually do this. I think he might actually make it to the end of this race on that same set of inters. Yeah, like you said, he's now a factor now.
And keep in mind, all the guys who came in, even the guys who were pit under the safety car came in. Ferrari Nut, I do not think pit under the safety car. He came in a couple laps before. So, not only is he going to have to go the distance, he's going to have to go an extra distance in order to hang on. Only 4 more circuits, and I don't think this track is as draining on the tires as some of the other ones, but it's a tall order, and he's trying to take that order and pick it up in stride.
Well, I'll say this, in another league race I had, I was fully wet here at this track, and I was able to somehow manage to no-stop it. We did have a safety... Hello there. We did have a safety car, but managed to no-stop it, so I think he could do it. I think, actually, changing my mind, he might be able to make it to the finish of this race on the same set of tires, but never know what could happen. He could spin out, he could crash like he did before. It's all up in the air at this point.
Speaking of all up in the air, we've had some... Dion gets a penalty. We've had some up in the air moments at this track. Shaken Big Leagues, I don't think you guys recall, multi-class league at Monza. Austin and J-Mac made contact, prototype and GT, and J-Mac went flipping down the straightaway that Ferrari Nut is approaching right now. It was a little further down, but probably a traumatizing incident for him. And he came back to finish 3rd. Austin, I think, finished 7th in his class. But we've had some crazy moments at this track in the past. And even the F1 League when we went to Monza. Deke the Rebel, who drove for Ferrari at the time, had a lot of hype going for him. Thought he could go out there and contend for the win, but a fatal mistake in Lesmo 2 caused him to DNF.
Remember that too, he was pretty mad. I think I muted him because I couldn't stand hearing him speak in the party, but I remember him being pretty mad, and I think he booed me for winning that race too. I don't know if you remember that. I think he booed me. Yeah, he did he? Yeah, I remember that. That was iconic. But yeah, he actually did fly in the air out of this one too. I saw his car fly. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's over, and it was.
Monkey Dog says it's over. That's when you know it's over.
Yep, well, it ain't over till it's over. I'm gonna say it again for the second time, because I have nothing else to say right now. Verna doing a fantastic job so far. He's probably gonna make it to the end.
I will say this race has moved by a lot quicker than most of the other ones.
It has.
Even in the rain.
Yeah, that says a lot too about this race, but I guess that's what it is. I mean, it may not have the fastest lap time, but it certainly is the fastest track in the circuit, so I think they had that going for. But either way, it's actually been a really fast-paced race. Pretty good actually for me. I have to do a dual qualifying for an AKA NASCAR Racing League soon, so I'm glad this race is gonna end soon. I need to get over there quick.
I think Mean Fern's gonna push it now. He's closed up. I think it was, I don't know if the math is correct, 2, maybe 2.5 plus seconds that lap. Of course it won't close up. If he continues to do that, it won't be enough, but if the time change goes exponential, then it might be a small possibility. And Ferrari does have a 3-second time penalty. I do believe he has a 3-second time penalty.
He does have a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, I mean, Mean Fern would have to do some mega hot that masterclass in order to get anywhere close to Ferrari on track. Then again, I think, Ferrari doesn't make too many mistakes, so I don't think Mean Fern's got that on the side.
We have a battle for 4th actually starting to heat up. I do think J-Mac has a time penalty, but
he does. He does, yep. And I think Midnight might have one too. I'm not sure, but J-Mac definitely does have a time penalty. Stop and go, okay.
Anyways, Ferrari Nut, rounding the final corner, will be taking the white flag sponsored by Fly Emirates again. He's got about 90 seconds left to go, getting his first win in the F1 League on his second start. Who could imagine? Mean Fern gets the fastest lap again.
Barely.
It's another 2.5 seconds. Ferrari Nut's gotta be sweating bullets right now.
Especially with the tire life on those tires. I mean, I think he's gonna be good, but he can't put a foot wrong.
To the 2 continuous right-handers. I think even if he gets a puncture now, if he can nurse it to the end, he's got it done.
Maybe, but I'll tell you, driving with a puncture is not as easy as it looks. But I think he'll be good. I think at this point he'll be good.
He is now on the penultimate straightaway. This guy has made such a name for himself in IndyCar, and now he's about to make his name in F1 and for the Williams team. Off the final corner, Ferrari Nut 94 will be your winner here in Italy. Congratulations to the Williams team and everyone involved. Great drive by him. Mean Fern is going to round the final corner. He finished 2nd. In Austria, he's going to finish 2nd again. And Riot 2, who at the beginning we all thought he had the pace to go for the win, but things just haven't gone his way. He'll cross the line in 3rd. This battle for 4th was heating up, but Midnight will be able to hold, and barring any penalties, it looks like Midnight will hold 4th, and J-Mac is going to hold 5th. And Austin will come out the final turn. 3rd unfortunate race for him in a row. He's going to cross the line in P6. Dion on one of his best finishes of the season. He will cross the line in 7th. Solid point stay for Hassen. If he gets a time penalty. Oh! Able to save it. It's like, everyone's done. I'm gonna make this track mine. Gonna do a little bit of waving to the to the fans, the Italian
he's in a
fans
Ferrari,
out
so they're
there.
gonna love it anyway. He's in a Ferrari.
Show the Ferrari support.
Don't
He's
crash.
going around the final corner, and Justin is gonna cross the line in 8th place.
No! Oh,
no!
Oh man! No!
Oh, no!
Man. You had one job. My gosh. I thought he was gonna get off the wall there for a second, but nope. No, the AI car had to be a complete spastic behind the wheel. Hey, Patty Lowe's on the podium. That's a first.
I think this is Williams' second win in this league. The first came with M2SA4 41 24 14.
Well, yeah, that's a dead meme.
So,
yeah,
again,
that was at
Catalunya.
No.
Catalunya, Spain.
Was he at Haas? Was he at Haas?
Actually, he may have been at. He was at Haas.
No, he was in Haas. I'm pretty sure.
He was at Williams at some point. He may have been on Haas at the time.
No, I think he was Williams later on. I don't know. Either way, Williams' first win of the season. Yeah.
Alright, well, let me invite the guys who got on the podium. Can you get Mean Fern?
Yeah, sure. Hold up.
Oh, why, Riot 2, why you gotta be offline?
I don't know. I'm not right to.
I am here.
Just a reminder to all you guys watching, we do interviews in reverse, so third to first.
And we do giveaways.
We do $0 and 0 cent giveaways to whoever says something in the chat, so that will go to Lucky 2115. Congratulations, you are the winner of our giveaway.
That'll be me now.
There he is. Alright. I'll start with third. Riot 2. You got your audio in? Alright, sweet.
Yeah.
So, first off, great run for you again. Second podium in the row. You got a knack for the rain out there. And you were up front leading for a good while. How was it up there in the front? You had an amazing race. Go ahead. Yeah.
You wouldn't be saying it at the start of the season. I know that's for sure. I was saying and before it. You're doing you improved a lot over the season. It's I'm impressed with you so far, and I'm kind of surprised to hear you say that, to be honest. But hey, yeah, good job though.
Yeah, if we had an award for most impressive driver, you would definitely be the #1 guy out there. Just overall great improvement, but the knack for the rain. I mean, in my F1 20T career mode, I nicknamed myself the Rain Master. I think we have a new Rain Master. So, you did a good job out there. There you go. There you go.
I can attest.
Yeah, solid running out there. Next week, we go to Catalunya, Barcelona, or whatever order that is. So, you praying for rain, or are you going to set it up a different way? Mediterranean climate. Always
Roll
gonna
your
shake
dice.
up. The way it's working, it might rain if we did go to Abu Dhabi this year. It's gonna rain in Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, all those tracks in the Middle East. It's gonna rain everywhere, places that you wouldn't even imagine. So, anyways, off
I
my
would
rant.
love that.
Once again, great run
Thanks.
by Riot 2. Third place finish. Slowly but surely gonna make his name known. The battle for the Season 2 final points and possibly Season 3. So, great to see you out there. Now we're gonna take it away with Lucky Dog as he interviews our runner-up.
Yeah, I wish I could come up with some good questions. I don't know. But first of all, our second place driver, Meadford, once again on the podium here. I think that's no, I missed Germany. I don't know what happened there. But another second place for Meadford here in Monza. So great job by him. And let's say fantastic pole lap, by the way. Did that first lap incident at all stagger you in a way? Like, did it rattle you at all?
Not really. The main issue is more I just lost tons of track position. Trying to pass people again was especially in the rain, just because in the dry here, like with the slipstream and stuff, it's really easy to catch people and pass them, but I just kind of got stuck in the mid pack that first stint. So that was probably the main thing that got my chance of winning. I had a shot at the end, but my tire wear was not good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you at all thinking about trying to make it to the end of the race on those tires?
I was thinking I could, but I was at I put it on safety car, so I had like 8 or so laps on my tires, and I had like 40% tire wear. I know like the puncture range is somewhere between like 70-80, so I figured I wasn't gonna make it. Or if I did, it was gonna be like second to last lap. I was gonna blow a tire. So I didn't think it'd be worth it to pit, or I didn't think it'd be worth it to stay out. So I just did to be safe.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so this track's honestly, like, an intermediate condition that's pretty, yeah, I can agree with that. Anyway, Spain is next. Trying to remember, no, I missed the BRO race. I don't know how you fared there, but do you think I got a fare well there? You think I got a good spot? I mean, you probably will have a good chance of getting a podium. You think you got a good shot to potentially win if Skunk and VTech, Skunk and Out of First show up?
Yeah, I think, remember right, I think me and Al first pace is pretty close around there. I've had luck in the past there. I know the BRL race I kind of struggled, but I think it was more setup related than anything. But because that track's so much based off of fine pace and where you can qualify because of the strategy. So if that goes well, I think I can run pretty well up front.
Yeah, for sure. Dirty air will be a big talking point throughout that race. But anyway, great job on your P2. Very good result. And I'll take it away to BDF.
All right, I'm standing by here with our winner, Ferrari
Fair enough.
94. I am virtually standing here with my winner, Ferrari.
There you go. Yeah, that's better.
And
Yeah.
kind of, how should I say this? I don't know.
That's funny.
familiar
You
to
should be
see
proud
you
of
on
me.
the
That
top
was
step.
on the spot.
I haven't seen it in a while, but definitely came back with a great run last week and tonight. Ultimately, what was the difference from last week to this week to get you up there in the victory lane?
Having a setup on the car.
That makes a difference, actually. That does make a big difference. Yeah.
And before we say anything else, Fern, I want to apologize for you for turn one. I balls that up. I'll throw my hand up and say that was my fault entirely. I completely missed that.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, kind of didn't really matter with the safety car, but yeah, the turn
Yeah,
one
I just
twitchy
balls
here.
that up. It's Monza.
Yeah, the turn one here is insane.
It sucks.
Especially in the rain.
Anyway, yeah. So, anyway, continuing on.
Yeah. So, yeah, there was a lot of chaos at the beginning and towards the middle part, but I think everyone handled it pretty well. But anyways, back to the interview. So at the beginning of the race, a little bit of front wing damage. How much did that affect you until you came down pit road?
It was making the car a little difficult to drive, and then I just got some more of it when I don't know, the car just broke loose out of the first chicane, and I went over and smacked the wall, and I think Raitu went flying by me, and after that point it was undrivable, and I just had to come into the pits at the end of that lap, and it just happened to be that the safety car came out at the start of the next lap. So I just got really lucky with that part. Having been the first guy to pit, and then under that virtual safety car, I don't know, I felt like Deluxe was kind of stacking everybody up more than he should have been. I know we were all kind of close together to start with, but I was looking up my delta. It was like plus 1 point something, 1.2 or 1 point something seconds or 2 seconds, and it was just like, why are we going this slow? So I think that had a little bit to do with that stack up, but that's just me. And as far as this whole thing with Austin last week was completely you're just getting twitchy underneath acceleration out of the hairpin at Hockenheim, and this week, I mean, quite frankly, the kid just tried to squeeze me off the road into turn one when I was on the outside of him.
Yeah. So there was a little bit of bad blood between, or I mean, you kind of
A
blocked
little
you
bit.
off in qualifying.
He needs to kind of leave some. Yeah, he did block me off in qualifying, which I was not happy about because that ruined a set of tires and a wing for me.
Speaking of tires,
When you're on an out lap in qualifying, and there's somebody coming up behind you on a hot lap, you need to get out of the way. That is just all there is to that.
yeah. Anyways, speaking of tires, what a job you did. I mean, you didn't even come in on the safety car. You came in before the safety car and was able to extend that all the way to the finish.
Oh no! Oh
And got
no. All right, I'm gonna need to go do my
Basically-
AKA league race. Hold up.
basically got the win there by a comfortable margin. So huge props on that. How are you able to do
PDF,
that?
can
Go
you deal
the
with him?
entire way. Yeah.
Can you deal with him, please?
Yeah. Cool. I muted him, so I don't know if it would have caught on stream.
Hopefully. Okay.
There you go.
Anyway, so repeat the question, please, now that I can actually hear you.
Anyways, you did an incredible job to go 20 plus laps on those set of tires. You came in not even on the safety car. You came in before the safety car, and you were able to extend the tire wear past everybody and then some. I mean, I give you huge props, but I could never do that.
No, it's just a combination of a setup that's easy on tires and being extremely smooth. You saw last week that I went the entire race distance and never stopped with no setup.
Yeah.
In the rain, it's for me it's so easy to just keep the tires under the car. Just because I'm not aggressive on the accelerator usually. I'm usually just underneath that point of the traction. Just it doesn't hurt the rear tires. It doesn't slide the car. It's honestly, I'm driving at about 60% in the rain, and it just saves the tires so much. And I'm just focusing on hitting the corner every time and not missing the apex. In the dry, it's like, well, if you don't go for it, you stand to lose more than you gain, or possibly might gain by just going for that apex. So,
Once again, phenomenal job tonight. I mean, this kind of weird interviewing the guy who beat me every week in IndyCar, but it's kind of be how it is
and
sometimes.
let's not forget you did get one over on me every now and then.
Yeah, but everyone seems to forget that. Ultimately, driver of the year from IndyCar, as Lucky would say, driver of the year, and turning into a potential outlook for season 3, maybe a championship on the way. But anyways, next week, Catalunya, completely different from Monza. They're gonna be a game plan to prepare and maybe go back to back.
Hopefully. I love Catalonia. It's a fun track. I've done a lot of laps on that one. It's going to basically be who can keep it from swapping ends out of turns 7 and 8 on the way up to 9. Who can keep it in on the track and through 9 with their foot in it.
Absolutely, it's going to be a entirely different animal from tonight, and we'll see some new people up in the front, hopefully, and overall have a great race. So, good time talking to you, and take her easy.
Thank you very much. See you all next week.
All right, cool. So, that is the conclusion of the F1 race at Italy. Another pretty exciting one, if you ask me. A little bit more on the strategy side, but nonetheless, overall, a great race. A lot better than from some of the other races. And I think this is a pretty good sign for next week. Anyways, BDF 48 Gaming, I will catch you guys next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go to Catalunya, another famed track on the calendar. We had a crazy race there last season. A little bit of Schumacher Villeneuve from there with Duke and Lucky Dog. We'll hope to see maybe the same, but also at the same time not next week. But yeah, I will catch you guys next week, and take it easy.